Okay. Even if based on proven medical knowledge from 1918, vampires sometimes takes liberties when establishing possible links between scientific theories and supernatural creatures for theatrical purposes. In other words, do not try to cure any diseases with any of the recipes shown in this video game, and no rats were harmed during the making of this game. In Vampyr, every action that you take can have consequences. This game uses an automatic save system. When this symbol is displayed on your screen, an autosave is in progress. Do not close the game when this icon is displayed. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck? When did that happen? Whoops. Sorry. I am checking something that is muy importante. Very important. I guess so. Well, shit. Okay. I took a break for 2 days and I got 5 followers. That really surprised me. Anyway, I do plan on reading that little spiel at the beginning of every Vampyr video, just to give people a reminder, hey, don't do this, and also, yeah, this game has consequences and will automatically save, and I do not intend to turn off the game before it saves. So, if I make a mistake, I'm just gonna have to accept the mistake and deal with it as if it was, you know, real life. Let me put this right here. Alright, I'm gonna get my character some blood before we try to go through there. Wait, no. Let's turn in some of these quests before I forget. I need to find Thelma. I know I usually would play the forest at about this time of night, but I don't know, with things that are going on in my personal life and also other things that are just kind of hectic where I live, I kind of needed a bit of a distraction, something that made my brain work more, which I'm not saying that the forest doesn't, it's just that I've played the game before.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
But I'm not going to be discussing any of this on stream or anything like that.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill.
Useless.
I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died.
Thank you for the follow.
And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire?
I really appreciate
Here
it.
in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
You could be.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
Thelma, we know about that, but I mean, previously Thelma, well, she always says that she's a vampire because she has this what is it? It's a illness that some people have where they think that they're dying or they feel like their body's decaying whenever it actually isn't. That's what she has, which is why she thinks she's a vampire. And apparently some vampire hunters overheard her, or heard rumor of it, so they sent some people to spy on her, and we had to take some people out.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal?
Why not?
What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to
Just
know
wanna get
who
to
you
know you.
were before becoming a vampire.
No, it's such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Let's see. Also, I apologize if I don't talk too much. It's just this game has a lot of dialogue. Do I have... Oh yeah, I have another quest to turn in while I'm here.
But in
How long must I wait, damn it?
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir.
How long's it going to take to fix me properly? A month? A year?
You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Let me turn this quest in real quick to
You always
him.
knew the words to calm the children.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Here's your letter.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you. This is for you, then. For your help. And for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you. Thank
you, Dr. Reed. I'll think about it. Now, please, let me be.
Okay.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
Pain. Despair is a deadly poison.
Despair is a deadly poison I've tasted myself, sir. We're only tempted to drink it because we're terrified by the uncertainty of the next minute.
I know that perfectly, Doctor. For I waited for so long, hoping that the next minute would be less unbearable.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir.
Okay.
Doctor.
Let me see if there's anything
Good
I
evening,
can
Doctor.
interact with her.
How is my son doing?
So, I handed her son his suicide letter.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
I don't know what to pick here.
You're right. Your son's death was not fatal. And unlike many on their own, he is lucky to have you by his side.
I can't give up on him. I just can't. I have conceded many times in my life, but giving up on my son is something I am incapable of.
Okay, so we learned all the things that we can on her.
I have read your son's suicide note.
I
It
promise
was
I'm gonna
not an
go-
impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
It's not about
Goodbye,
you, it's
Mrs.
about
Doswell.
him, honey.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Anyway, I'm gonna fill up my blood bar, and then we'll go look at the main quest. I need to find some rats. I know there's some here.
Jesus, I've never seen so many people dying at the same time.
That's an epidemic. But yeah, for those who are just hopping in or seeing the stream and don't know what's going on, we're playing as a character. His name's Dr. Reed.
It's locked.
Before, when he was only human, he was a blood transfusion doctor. Like, he specialized in it, and he served in the war. Anyway, he got turned into a vampire. Wait, I should probably use this to find rats. But yeah, he woke up and found out that he was a vampire. And we accidentally killed our sister. She was his first victim. But luckily we got some information from a doctor of sorts. Thank you, Shiro. He's like the head doctor or the owner of this hospital. He knows about vampires and he knows that we are a vampire, but he also knows that we don't want to hurt anybody. There's a skull that we could probably drain. Ouch! No, you're good. Sorry, I'll read your message. I'm just trying to fill up the bar before we go on the main mission anymore. There we go. Give me just a second. Sorry, I had to do something to do after I followed, so I couldn't really talk, but I love how you express the story for people just coming in. It's really sweet. Oh, thank you. I do on some occasion explain it, sometimes not. It just depends. Like if somebody new hops in, then I'm all like, oh yeah, okay. But if I don't know somebody new hops in, then yeah. But what else? But yeah, the head doctor, he's like in his office, like up there. But yeah, he knows that we're a vampire, but we are trying to help her. She's a vampire. She's like older than us. She's being blackmailed. Somebody knows that she's a vampire, and they've been like extorting her out of money and whatnot. But they're getting more greedy, so she sent us to figure out who it is and put a stop to it. B-Butt. B-Butt's one of my cats. Her name's Beatrice, but her nickname's B-Butt. This is gonna be hard. Yeah, no, it's closed. Hold on, lock on him. Get rid of one. I'll make life a little easier.
This one ain't burning! Let's pin it down!
No, 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 no!
Shit!
Ow. Oh, shit.
Bloody monster! Oh, that's gonna be smart!
Ow, 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 ow.
Come on!
Oh, now your buddy's dead. Let's get a little bit back at least. But yeah, you have a choice. You can either feed from humans, like the NPCs that were at the hospital, and you can get more experience points. The NPCs that were fighting outside, you don't get like a whole lot of experience points for feeding off of them. But the thing is, each NPC in the game has a bunch of quests attached to them. So if you kill an NPC, then you lose those quests that are attached to them. Also, it could affect the district. If too many people die in a district, then it becomes more dangerous for us. But if you don't feed off of any humans other than your sister, then the game also becomes much harder because feeding off of humans is what gives us more experience points so we can upgrade our abilities. So. Yeah, basically. If it's just the NPCs that we fight, I guess you could say kind of like the add-on NPCs or like the ones that are aggressive, then yeah, there's no consequences really as far as I know. But if it's ones that that you can like actually talk to and interact, then that's different. Like, for an example, the guy who was wanting to commit suicide.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye. The gods grew more and more every year.
If we were to feed off of the son who wanted to commit suicide, his mother, who's mentally stronger than her son, she would probably go to the paper and like ruin our reputation of some sort, or at least the hospital's reputation. Ah! Wrong person! Ow! Fuck. Damn it! Wrong one. We're gonna die here. I can get the small guys out of the way. Ow! Fuck! Yeah, the guys that we're fighting right now, if I fed off of them, I wouldn't get any experience points as far as I know. I might get experience from killing them. I'm not sure. I haven't really played this game all that much. I played it once before, but I didn't get too far in the story. Is there any rats nearby that I can feed off of? There's a skull. Yeah, just a mere flesh wound. I can still fight.
Aye, but the gods grew more and more every year.
Ow. Our health can regenerate slowly, though, luckily. Alright. But yeah, feeding off of rats, it'll fill up your blood meter, but it's not gonna, like, give you any experience as far as I know. There's one more, I think. There it is.
This is despicable.
I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. But yeah, I can't level up until,
Sorry, sir, no admittance. Stuck us in
no, not right. Goodness. The targeting system's like really hard on this game. Like whenever you play on PC with like mouse and keyboard.
We have to stop it. Shit, that needs us fast.
Ah! Why are you targeting him? Fuck. It could also be because I have my sensitivity higher. Oh, fuck. There we go. I do have my sensitivity pretty high up, because, like, I don't know. I guess I get impatient while trying to scroll over things. So that probably also affects the targeting. I might be able to change it. Like, toggle and, well, not toggle, but like, change it to a different type.
rooting more and more every year. When did you join the guard?
Okay, I'm gonna open that. And then I'm also gonna...
I cannot enter.
Okay, I can't go through that side. So... Is there anything up here? No.
It's locked, all right.
I have to go in from the other side. I feel that. That happens to me sometimes. Especially if it's like a game that was on like the PS2.
This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Alright, so the district is in Sirius. I guess a lot of people are sick here. Like the status is serious. That dude's dead.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it!
Oh shit!
Me, I'll not die in some piss stinking alley drinking worse than a week old lappy.
Wait. Oh, he didn't kill him.
The wet
Okay.
boots will be proud of me.
Oh yeah, this boy's
all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Albert is the other dude's son, if I remember correctly. I think his father's upset because he joined the Wet Boot Boy gang. It's like gangsters that are running the area. Yeah, that usually happens to me. I'll remember something right whenever I'm asleep. And then, I'm like, oh, I don't need to write it down, you know? Because, I mean, perfectly fine.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
So he's suffering from fatigue. I do not have any medicine for it.
I will see you later. What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey! I didn't do anything, it ain't me!
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that's what they're called.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. If she's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Goodness, okay.
Goodbye, young man.
Wet boots will be proud of me.
Yeah, some people just call them the wet boot. I mean, the wet boots.
It's all a bloody joke to you. What?
Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
Oh yeah, the Spanish flu came through this town a while back. If I remember correctly, this game takes place in it's 1891, I think. I can't remember.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
Yes. Sounds like shell shock. I've seen a few cases like yours. This is nothing you should be ashamed of, Benjamin. And it's perfectly natural in your situation.
I'm not ashamed. I just need my pills. Peace and quiet, that's all.
Since he's come back from the front lines. What is he sick with? He's got migraines. I don't think I have the stuff.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Okay, let's see if those are rats. The rats are the smaller dots. If we ever see somebody with like because you can like see people's like heart and like blood vessels through the wall, like, see? But yeah, if somebody's if it glows brighter and has like a white light in the middle, that means they're up to something.
As long as you have the money.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
I used to get like what was it, 1 to 2 migraines a week when my hair was like really long when I was like in high school. Like my hair was like literally all the way down to my butt. I think it was stress and also just the weight of my hair and also having it pulled back in a ponytail all the time caused me to have migraines so often. Medicine wouldn't work for me. The only way I could get rid of it is if I went to sleep.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
I don't know. It could be stress. I think my migraines finally went away a couple of weeks after I chopped off all my hair, but also I also got out of school shortly after that as well, so that could also be it as well, so there's no telling.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Alright, she's healthy, he's got a migraine. Other guys suffering from fatigue. There's other people here. I just don't know where they're at currently. There is blood. Wait, that dude looks just like the other guy over there. What the fuck? Okay, he looks familiar. Oh, that's a grown man. I thought it was a kid. No, there's the kid. The fuck?
I prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
The name is Colossus Joe. I don't get sick.
Can I offer you my medical expertise?
The name...
Oh, he's healthy, okay.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
Damn. Well, aren't you just a delight?
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
I get you, he does have a really nice voice.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Luckily, there is a lot of dialogue in the game, so we will hear a lot from him.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Damn.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Must have been, what is it,
Have you heard of a nurse
remember
called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. Why would that make her a villain?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Gives away drugs and medication for free.
Goodbye
that's
for now,
all of it.
Mr. Lewis.
Yeah, Skull. I completely forgot. I keep forgetting it because, like, I think the vampires are called Ekons. So I keep wanting to call the skulls Ekons when they're not. Knock knock.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
We could technically feed off of him because, like, the little swirling mind thing is a 1 and we're currently a 1. But I want to not feed on people. Actually, as far as I know, all the NPCs, like these kind of characters, none of them are black and white. They're all different shades of gray.
May I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Yeah, they really do. There's like an epidemic going through, and then there's like rabid vampires or skulls going around. I call them rabid vampires because they're just off-hinged.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough, like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which...
Harry has frail constitution and often sick. Oh, he's the asshole's son.
What can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
He does not want to live in Whitechapel in the first place. I have a place called home. The situation can only improve. Your father did his best.
I'm sure your father did his best when he found this house. Times are tough for everyone, young man.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Yeah, basically there are rabid ghouls roaming the streets. Those are the skulls. I don't think all vampires in this game are civilized. We're looking for the one that created us. That is our main goal. And then the lady that we're trying to help, she is an older vampire. She's civilized, as far as we know. But that's the only 3 vampires that I know of in this game. Is basically our creator or master, whichever one you want to call them. Because they made us and then they just pretty much dipped. We don't even know what they look like. Or, I guess what I usually like to call them, our vampiric parent.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So he suffers from fatigue. District serious. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the Pope. I want to say I absolutely despise the Pope whenever, or not Pope, the priest whenever I play, but I can't remember.
Forgive my
He's been out for milk
Do not
for a while.
apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
See, I would, but I know if this was real life, because I don't know how detailed this game is, but I know if this was real life, if the priest disappeared or died, people would probably lose hope in this area. Like, the backbone for this area would probably be the priest and the Nurse Crane, since she's given free medicine to people. So if, like, those two went away, then, like, everybody would lose hope in this district. If it was, like, real life. Because I imagine people probably look up to this priest, hoping that they can find salvation of some sort.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
But if I remember correctly, this character is the closest to wrongdoer, like being a wrongdoer out of everybody. Like, remember when I say not a whole lot of characters no one's black and white. Most of the people are like a variety of different shades of gray. He's more on the black scale. If I remember correctly. Like on like wrongdoings and whatnot.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Wants to cleanse the epidemic by fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
This is a guy that we saved from a skull a while back. Like the one that well, the preacher that he doesn't like.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
The other church is in a different district. Plus I don't know what footing the other church has in the other district as well.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition. Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son.
Maybe he can take his place.
I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
Well, shit. We're gonna have to go investigate that later.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
I have heard enough for
I
tonight.
think I'm done with this guy
Goodbye.
for now. Let's see. There she is.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed. Or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Okay.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
She's suffering from fatigue as well. There's this guy.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
I'm gonna come
Farewell.
back to him later. I just want to get everybody in the books at least. Plus I'm dawdling around, trying to get to the main story. Some more... Hold on. Who's all left in this district? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more people. One of them we're gonna see, I think. Took a wrong turn. Ah, stop with the noise.
You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe?
Saw one above the last row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't even notice him. I think he's her husband. Okay. this is where we need to go.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Alright, so whenever a character has, like, that color, that means they're up to something. He's got bronchitis. I know that that's where it is. There we go. There she is.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
I think that's the guy that I saw earlier. Because he was a journalist. As for a poet, I have no clue. Clayton... Wait. She's doing something. Where do I go for this? Okay. Where do I go for them though?
Soon the time will come when you will all be judged for your sins. Even now, he judges your words and actions.
Where do I go? Oh, she's on the move. He's right there. Wait, where the fuck did he go?
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you?
Where the...
I'm cheap and I'm clean.
Oh, right here. Okay. This is where we need to be. Are they coming over here? Is there any other place that I can be at? The answer is no. Don't tell me I missed it. Oh, there's the lady who's not able to speak. Oh, the florist. Where the fuck do I go for this?
I'm cheap and I'm free, I promise.
You are blinded by your false
Hold
faith,
up.
imprisoned by your daily routine.
Maybe I have to be in that spot and wait for them to show up. I'm gonna wait here for a moment and hope that they come down here. Ugh. For a second there, I heard that as she's on the moon instead of on the move, and was like this game took a turn. Yeah, sometimes I don't pronounce things properly. How do I get them to do it? Or to do whatever it is that they're doing? So he stays over here. Let's talk to this dude first.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nithercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nithercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on.
I think he might be talking about
People
the guy
shouldn't
that...
be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
Are you talking about this guy? Or are you talking about the one that, stays in the house? Oh shit, I didn't hear what he said. Fuck.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
I feel that. The only time I ever leave the house is for work, and that's it.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
Fuck. So sorry. Hmm.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Okay.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
I feel that.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Okay. I'm hoping that that will get him started and moving towards her. What about her?
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Oh, no, we're good. Thank you, though, hun. Let's see.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Okay. That should have both of them going now. Okay. Alright, investigate citizens' actions. Now let's see if this will get us what we're looking for. I'm hoping it's like right there, maybe. Let me see. Sorry, if I just leave it be,
You are blinded by your false faith,
then
imprisoned by your daily routine.
we'll miss information and whatnot. From like cutscenes and shit. Dude, what the fuck are y'all doing? Oh well. Investigate citizens' actions. what to do. I know that's the spot. Is there anything else I gotta do? Well, she's on the move again. But she's just gonna... Wait, no. Okay. They're both moving. Alright, here we go. Cold chill.
You still want more from Christina?
When we spent the night together, my wallet went missing.
Are you calling me a thief? I don't have your stupid wallet.
I know you. You're a nice girl. Can't we solve this amicably?
No, I don't think so. And if you think you know me just because we shared the bed together, you're just a lousy and arrogant journalist.
Suspected by Clayton to have stolen his wallet.
It's locked, all right.
Excuse me. So sorry.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Let's see.
Did you steal Clayton Darby's wallet? Tell me the truth, Christina.
Of course I stole it. But I never thought he would come back to look for it.
Why did you do it? He seems to trust you.
For a time I thought he was different from other men. In the end, he just wanted to sleep with me. Same as the others.
Perhaps Clayton is different. Maybe you two should talk. A conversation couldn't hurt.
I know what I am and what people call me. I sleep with men for money. If I can accept that, why can't he? No. My future is with the ones I love, not with Clayton Darby.
The ones you love? The money you stole is not for you, then?
My brother is still in our hometown in Romania. I am the only one who can buy him a ticket to England.
Tell me, Christina, is it worth risking your health and your life for your brother's safety?
He's the only family I have left. I had to leave Romania without him. I can't be happy until he is near me again.
I understand your concern. I spent many months away from my family when I served on the front line in France.
Every time I write to him, I fear I won't receive an answer. It kills me to know he is still there.
England is perhaps not the best place in the world to live at the present time. Are you certain it's worth the sacrifice?
You think you know it all because you fought in the war. But my brother is no soldier.
I know. We all understand the risks to soldiers, but we don't necessarily recognize the civilian casualties caused by these conflicts.
Yes. Wars are decided by rich men who will never take the risk of being shot, raped, or maimed.
Does your brother know what you do to earn the money to bring him here?
Don't be simple, of course not. And he must never know. Everything will be different once he is here with me.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Alright, let's find the poet. Find the mailbox. If you're sick and you have no money... Oh, this is one of those coupons that we have. secretly distributes medical vouchers for Dorothy Crane's dispensary.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Very well. Goodbye then.
Okay, mailbox, mailbox, mailbox. Ah, there it is. My dearest, most beloved children, I'm so sorry you have not heard from me for a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war. But there is also a war going on here in England, a war against poverty, against injustice. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. This is why I am writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. This probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now, and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifices we sometimes must accept to make this world a better place. This is one I must make now. To feel useful one more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country. I am, as ever, your loving father.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Let's find this guy.
I cannot enter.
We gotta go through the other way then.
Against malevolence and trickery.
I just realized his jacket makes me think of a bathrobe. Back. It dawned on me because he was running and I could see the little belt flapping, and because it was like the fabric was moving around so easily, as if it was like cotton, like thin cotton. I was like, it's a bathrobe. after this. Having to fight these ghouls. They're always digging in fucking trash cans and shit. Down you go. Okay, you didn't drop anything. But yeah, it looks like a really odd bathrobe. Bathrobe away! Alright, let's get to the poet. I don't remember much about this dude, actually.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Does not want to see his children anymore. To avoid being a burden to them. His former... Okay, I see what it is.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
Sorry, I was reading your message and I wasn't listening to him. I don't know what he said. Oh no. I don't know what he said.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear doctor.
I don't know what would happen if he ever disappeared. Because at this point, he's looking like he'd be a free pass.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
Oh, he's friends with the florist. And, or he knows the florist. Talks with her. Oh, here we go.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
Pretty much.
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
Yeah, everybody's like everybody's connections. It's kind of like a spider web. And we're like the center of the spider web.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercourt.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercourt, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the arid hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Oh, trash can. Dear Mr. Yeah, that name. I'm sorry, I have a hard time with names and like reading sometimes. Thank you for sending your books book of poems, songs from the defeated city, which we found as interesting and profound as we told you the first time we received it. Alas, in the terrible times our country is currently facing, you must understand that such titles would be totally inappropriate for any publish. Thus, since you still refuse to change your title and demand the full publish or none of your work, I'm sorry to announce to you that the publishing chose the second option with kindest regards or regrets. Regards. Yeah. He never succeeded in poetry. Okay, let me see if I can unlock this. Because there's some things I think I can only unlock on certain sides. Okay, I can. But I am not going over there. Because that guy is almost 10 levels above me. Is there anybody... I'm missing 3 people. I don't think I was ever able to find him whenever I played through the first time. I'm actually not too far away from my original. I don't think.
I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle and I'll be nasty.
You are blinded by your folly.
I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe?
There it is. Knock knock!
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see, Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Okay, where did the guy go? Okay, he's in there. I want to cure him of his bronchitis later, though.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
It is not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. But I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
I'm gonna go ahead and progress the main story. I feel bad making y'all wait for a long time for the main story. Let me unlock this a little bit. Unlock this door, and there's another one over here. I'm gonna unlock this one. There we go. Okay, these people are all alive. These aren't NPCs though. Like, I mean, they are NPCs, but they're not ones we can actually interact with. Dear Dorothea, no, yeah, my dear Dorothea, when you read this letter, I will be on the boat that will take Anton and me back to Brosville. I don't know. England was not for us. I confess I cannot wait to see again the proud hills of Transylvania. As soon as we are there, I promise I'll light a candle in the Black Church and pray for you to survive this terrible epidemic. I know that you do not agree with this decision, and that you are determined to be more useful by helping our comrades exiled in the East End. But Antone cannot wait to return to our beloved country and see our long awaiting revolution bloom. He is my husband. I will stay by his side. I know we had our arguments and our fights. I know you would have wanted me to stand by your side and help you manage this clinic of yours, but now that I'm leaving England, I be assured that if anything would happen to you, if you ever were in great trouble or danger, I would come back immediately to London, with or without Antoine. Please think of me as much as I think of you. I am your affectionate sister. Okay. Okay, I'm a little nervous about this part.
I need help!
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Don't question me, nurse. I need a drain. Now.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Stop.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
But yeah, if I remember correctly, you can
owe this courtesy?
You can basically fuck up the choices on there. I was trying to make sure I did the right ones, because if you fuck them up, she gives you more sass at the end, which I'm not sure if I did it correctly or not.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
If you embrace, that means you kill her. Spare, I look away, but you're resigned.
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
New citizens available to kill. Okay, so I was strong enough to hypnotize her. Yeah, no matter what, he dies, if I remember correctly. Because I went back a couple of times on a different playthrough a couple of years back and went through it. Whenever I was playing it the first time, I spared her. I think I told her I was gonna pay for everything. Hey! None of that shit. No. Fuck you. Ow! Fuck you!
Watch it! He's a killer! Oh, that's smart!
It only smarts if you actually get me. Yeah, as far as I know, the person always dies. But yeah, I think I had done spare. Because either I didn't realize the other one was an option or I thought I wouldn't be able to do it. I can't remember which one. But, yeah. Let's see. But yeah, I could have fed off of her, right there. Because I was strong enough to do it, apparently. But if I did, then there wouldn't be anybody to help these people. More than likely. So it would just make this district way worse than it already is. Because, like, the district station is already serious.
Turn around, sir. Stop now!
Bye-bye. Report to Lady Ashbury. I think...
One cordial can be the answer to all your problems.
But yeah, like, let me see. Yeah, her social circle is just this whole district. But yeah, each thing tells you their social circle, who they're connected with. He has no relationships. But, which is weird. I figured he would be, you know, this. But no. Yeah. Hold on. Ah, fuck. Oh shit. Okay. I got turned around for a second there. I was gonna see if I can unlock that door.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
I'm gonna have to unlock it on the other side. Which I won't be able to go that way for a little while. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if you took her out, the whole district would probably come crumbling down. Or at least that's how it would be, in real life. Dead
Human
inside.
blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately. I can't believe I'm doing this.
What is he fighting? Oh, it's just him. There's no need to help him. It's a vampire hunter. Alright, let's see. Let's craft some things for fatigue. For that. Someone had a cold. The old man had bronchitis. A lot of people have fatigue. Who all has what? I can't remember. Okay, fatigue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 4 fatigues that we need. He's got a headache, but I don't have the means for that. 4. We need 2 of those. Have 1 of those. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was it only 4? Yeah, it's only 4. Okay, and it was 2 colds. I want to make sure I have everybody cured as best as I can before I go to another day. He's got a headache, but I can't do anything about that. Cold, bronchitis, migraine, fatigue. I don't have anything for mines, which is probably going to be here. It just makes it easier. Like, it'll make the, I'm trying to think. Okay, so, like, let me see. So, you see how it says, blood quality, and then the bar below it? That's the experience points that you'll get from the person. But the yellowed out part is what's, the amount that is like, I guess you could say a debuff. It's like the part that they have, but you cannot get because they're sick. So basically, if you cure them, you'll get more experience points. Also, if you get close to them, you'll get more experience points if you feed off of them. That, and also, it makes their, the district's health status go up. So, like, the better it is, then, I guess the better the, district will be. Maybe a little bit safer, maybe, I don't know. But the characters can get sick again. Basically, it's not gonna make the district look any different. I know whenever I got further in the game, there were, like, people with, like, holy crosses and shit like that, but I don't know if that's because of I healed people, so there's more humans, or if it was just because I got further in the game. But yeah. So if I left them alone, then the next time I sleep, they would probably be worse off and more people sick, and we would probably get to critical. Or critical might be if too many people die in the district, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the NPCs can actually die from these sicknesses or not. I am going the wrong way. I think, no I'm not. Okay. But yeah, it improves their blood quality. Pretty much. Just gonna teleport in front of this guy, I guess.
I'm not your boy, alright? Now piss off.
Oh, well fuck you too then.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
Well, here, take your medicine
There you go.
and stop being a little dick.
Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man.
So now, it says that he's recovering. But, whenever I go to sleep again, he'll be healthy. He's got a migraine, so I can't do anything about that. I definitely want to cure the old man. I have a soft spot for him. Like, I'm all like, oh, poor dude!
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello,
Good night.
Dr. Reed.
I probably won't
Come
be
on
far
in.
behind you. Alright, I probably will be going to bed here pretty soon as well. But yeah, have a good day. Drive safe. Stay safe.
Yes?
Do you need some help? Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor. It must be my lucky day.
Let's
Do you
see.
need some help, Mr.
He's recovering.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Okay. Yeah, he's recovering. But, I am lost. Of my many journeys, or journeys, I believe I have the most amazed, I was the most amazed by my exploration of the Mediterranean Isles, particularly the island of Santorini. I don't know, Santorini. Searching for traces of vampire presence in these sunburnt lands. Let's see. I don't want to read all that right now. I might read it later.
It's locked.
I would probably get the key off of him if, I don't know, I guess ate him. But I do not want to. I know not feeding on any of the NPCs or any of the humans is gonna make the game harder, but I don't really see any of them that I absolutely are like, yeah. Like, even though this guy is a complete dickhead, if I took him out, that would leave his son alone.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I ask you...
I'm not Bob.
Sorry,
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
give you medicine, and now I'm going through your drawers. So I can make more medicine later. Oh, by the way,
even my dreams.
You might be wondering what time I usually stream. It's currently 2:08 in the morning where I'm at. So like, I usually stop my stream.
It's locked, all right.
I usually stop streaming at about this time. And I would have I start streaming about 2 hours ago usually, so for me it'd be about 12 or midnight. But I don't know what time it is for you. So just subtract 2 hours and that's when I usually start streaming at night. I had been streaming The Forest, but today I felt like playing Vampyr.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Like I was only playing Vampyr on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays all day, because those are my days off until they fix my schedule.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
But yeah, I need to change my schedule, but yeah. Who else was it? He had a migraine, he has a cold. He's the poet. But yeah. So normally I would have been playing the Forest today. But I really wanted to play Vampyr today, so I was all like, let's do this instead. Because usually I have a game that I play in the evening and then one that I play on during the day on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Okay, and with that, everybody except for this guy. Gotta find him. He should be in front of the church. But yeah, I'm gonna try and cure everybody in this district before I head back to the hospital. I just have him left, and it won't take long because he's not too far, or typically not. Where the fuck is he? Dude! Mr. Journalist! Hey, where's your friend? Wait, there he is. Found you!
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Actually, it's me that's gonna
Do
be
you need
helping
assistance? That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Okay. Most people are just suffering from fatigue right at the moment. Alright. Let's head back to the hospital and give the news to Miss Ashbury. I am going the wrong way.
When
Pardon me?
science fails you, this elixir will give you...
There we go. Grease and a screw. Let's see. Oh.
Kill him, boy!
Oh, fuck!
Burn it, boys!
Fuck! Get me out of here! Oh, shit. Ow! Fuck. Is there not a way to deal with this? Ow! Fuck. I'm gonna die. Ow! Fuck. Ouchie. I do have a lot of experience points, but I need to save them till I get
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Where the fuck are they though?
Kill you! It's an itch! Kill it! Watch the leaf, boys!
Need to get rid of the small fries. Ow, fuck! Fuck. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. Sorry, this might take me a little bit. Are there any rats that I can feed on to make this go any smoother? And the answer is no. Why are there no rats? Is there any other way that I can go around? Let me look at the map. I might be able to go. Ah! Fuck. I might be able to go this way. Okay, let's try this way instead. Because I'm not gonna be— oh, fuck! There we go. Okay. I guess they really didn't want me to go that way. Unfortunately, this is looking like an easier way.
I cannot enter.
Well, shit. That was a waste of time. That makes me sad. Are there any rats around here that I can eat? I guess not. Because I want to get to the hospital. But it's looking like this is going to be the only way to get... Because that's locked off, I think. I mean, I could probably maybe go that way. That's probably not an option right now.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood.
I actually don't know how to use my gun. I don't know how to use the gun.
He's a killer! Over there! There's one of them burning! Crush the leech, boys!
Fuck. I guess I'll try again tomorrow instead. So, I will see y'all tomorrow. Cause I am gonna take a break. Yeah. I just realized that the finger looks like it's pointing at my character. Anyway, good night, y'all. Stay safe. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.